Rumor Report with Angela Yee.
It's the Rumor Report.
The Breakfast Club.
Yes, Kelly Rowland was with the Huffington Post, and she talked about being a devoted wife, and she did go through some issues, though, after having a baby in the bedroom. Here's what she had to say.
I had a belly after I had my son, and I was actually body shaming myself. And it was certain things that I wasn't comfortable with. I had this brand new body, and I was like, oh my gosh, well, am I as sexy? And my husband's like, absolutely, so he made me feel so comfortable. I adore him. And you have to find your groove.
Drop on the clues bomb for the Godiva Chocolate Goddess, Kelly Rowland. I don't care what shape or size you get Kelly Rowland in, you take care of that. You hear me?
All right, well, she goes on to talk about the difficulty she had actually having sex, even though she wanted to.
It took me a while to feel ready to have sex again. Just go through so much, physically, emotionally, mentally. You have to be ready. And I think that, it's something that you can only find between you and your lover. And you see what works, you see what positions work, you see the things that really turn you on, and you just find your way of communicating with each other again sexually.
Now, this is after the baby, she's saying.
Yes, after the baby. She's absolutely right, because I remember after my daughter had my wife had our first daughter, I kind of felt like that about sex. Not because I thought she was any less attractive, but I just didn't know when I could go back in.
Now, we asked the doctor immediately. He gave us the time frame. And
it was like 6 weeks?
6 weeks.
Well, who the hell
6
counts
to 8
weeks?
I do when you want some.
Yeah, but you just want to make sure. You don't want to jump in 6 weeks and an hour after. All right.
And Kelly Rowland also said that. She said she had to wait until her vagina healed, but a lot of it was also mental for her in addition to that. So that was Kelly Rowland being very open about what it was like having.
And as a man, you kind of scared to jump back in there because that's when they're most fertile, ain't right? And
yes.
Still, yeah.
Yep.
You ain't ready to have another seed just yet.
Well, that's how we had Jackson and London. They're only a year apart.
Oh, okay.
Year apart. Just bang.
So you ain't wait to 6 weeks.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, yes, because you get 9 months of pregnancy, not 12 months.
Well, great aim.
But 6 weeks would be 6 weeks minus 9 is not 9 months.
I'm not talking to me about no damn math. Don't be disrespecting me. He asked me to do math problems at 8 o'clock in the morning. Okay, I'm sorry.
Now, our girl Seven Streeter had posted on Instagram yesterday, the mind is a powerful force. It can enslave us or empower us. It can plunge us into the depths of misery or take us to the heights of ecstasy. Learn to use that power wisely.
That's a fact.
And she revealed over the last year and a half, I've quietly suffered from depression.
Seven Streeter?
Yes.
Did you know that? That's your friend, yeah?
Only a few of my closest friends and family knew. Why am I sharing this with all of you? Because everything on IG ain't always pretty, and we can't add a filter to life. I've had moments where all I saw was darkness and all I felt was sadness. You'd be surprised how many people have gone through or still battle depression. The only thing that helps me get through is my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ.
Well, Seven can definitely handle it because I did a movie with Seven last year, and, we kick it with Seven. I don't see, he's actually a very happy person, a very fun person.
Right.
I never seen it.
Like I said, you never know what people are going through or
Absolutely.
what's going on in their life and their business life. She had a lot of changes that just happened, so I'm sure it's not easy.
So is that why she comes up here and drinks so heavily? I thought she was just having fun.
Well, I'm sure it's a little bit of both.
Yeah, and depression doesn't mean you're always depressed. It just means sometimes you feel like darkness and don't know how to pull yourself out of it right away.
Well, drop on the clues bombs for our girl, Seven Streeter, a.k.a. Seven Squirter.
Oh, boy.
All right, now you're going to bother her again. All right, Dr. Phil, this Monday, do you want to hear Cheyenne Jenkins Hernandez talking about the death of her fiance?
Who the hell is Cheyenne Jenkins Hernandez?
Aaron Hernandez.
She can't get an apartment nowhere. Cheyenne Jenkins Hernandez? Jesus Christ.
All right, well, here's a little preview of what's going to be on Dr. Phil on Monday.
You were his fiance. Was he secretly gay?
For the first time ever,
How did you find out he, in fact, was dead?
Inform me.
Aaron Hernandez's fiance speaks out about his mysterious death.
I was the last person to speak with him.
Do you think this was a suicide or something else?
The exclusive interview.
Did he kill himself so you could collect $6.5 million?
She needs the bread.
Oh, damn. You said what? She needs the bread?
She
That's
needs
why
the
she's
bread.
doing it?
Yeah, she needs the money. I'm not mad at her, but,
Are you going to watch?
Yep.
Nope.
I am.
All right, well, I'm Angela Yee, and that is your Rumor Report.
The Breakfast Club. The Breakfast Club. Every weekday morning
Tune in